But does it feel like snappier?
It definitely feels snappier. I definitely still have like 245s on the rear though.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's gonna kind of be a fun video. We are gonna be doing some driving and some drifting with Jude's drift car.
I'm pretty excited about it.
But we're gonna be doing it on closed roads. Guys, don't worry, there's gonna be no drifting on public roads in this video. The premise of this video is we want to make Jude's car a bit better at sliding. Now this car is set up pretty well with some decent suspension and some arms and whatever. And if you guys haven't saw the video, we just installed some Momo seats and everything and painted his interior, and it's you look like you're ready for a fun time right now.
I am.
You look like you're ready for a fun time. So if you guys know one thing about 330s, the gearing on them is really, really tall, and it sucks for drifting. And Jude has a stock 293 different. I was about to say LSD, but it's a custom LSD, meaning it's welded. We're gonna go out and drive right now and show you guys how tall the gearing is. So we're gonna show you, like, in second gear at 4,000 RPMs, it's this mile an hour. In third gear at, you know, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna show you like the incremental like speeds on it. So we went out and we got a shorter ratio diff out of a 325. They have a little bit shorter of a ratio, and that is a 323. Although it's not a big jump, we had the opportunity to take the diff, and we're like, all right, let's just do this and let's just see if it makes a difference having a bit shorter of a gear. A couple of days ago, we went over to the shop that Jude's works at to pull the diff out of that E46 parts car. So I'll throw that in right now, and yeah. As you guys know, this is the video of me and Jude swapping out the diff in his E46 because, like we discussed before, the gearing in that car is so tall.
It's
ridiculous. And it sucks to drift. To
slide in second gear, you're going like 30, 40 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah,
and for learning, it's like kind of a little hectic. Again.
I used to have a 2002 E46 M3. One thing I did not like about the car, gearing. Gearing was way too long. If I would have kept that car for any longer, I would have put a 410 in it. This is gonna be like the first stage. We're just kind of like doing this as an experiment, because then later we're gonna be putting an E46 rear end, and that has a 364 LSD. We're gonna get this diff pulled out and then be back at my house, and then we are going to weld the diff up. We're gonna show you guys how to weld your diff, be a hot boy, hot drifter boy like Jude Casey here. I'm personally excited to see the difference. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a difference, but I think it's gonna make a difference. Jesus, that engine just shoved in there.
Yeah.
Hop up there for me, Jude. Hop up there for me. That's wild. All right, we're gonna get this car up in the air, then whip this diff out. There's one diff mount in the back because this is an on-M. The M's have ears that go up here. And then we have the axle nuts. This thing's pretty crusty, but we're gonna get it cleaned up. Luckily, we don't have a drive shaft to deal with on the front. And we have to also take the axles out because Jude also needs axles, because he constantly breaks axles all the time.
I haven't broken an axle in months.
Get it, Jude, get it. Get it, Jude. This kid just broke his collarbone. Yeah, so I have this atrociously big Milwaukee Fuel. I was looking for the lock, Jude. I have to lower the lift because I'm so goddamn short. I'm just kidding. If there's any lovely ladies out there watching this, I'm 6 foot.
How tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. When I stand on my money, I'm 6'6".
It's not that much money. I was gonna say, it's not gonna be that much money.
I have a 36mm multi-point socket. We're gonna see if this rips this nut off. For Narnia. Oh, fuck you.
Nice.
All right, let's go over to the other side. Let's whip the other side off. Dude. All right, you're good. God, fuck. All because Jude had to be like, we're using air tools on this.
Okay, well, run the film back. You said 100% we're using air tools on this.
I did not say that.
100%.
I'm the one that edits the videos, Jude.
Oh, right. Right.
Cutting your
do to
fucking
my axle.
Jude, it's what did you do to your axle?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Many Many minutes later.
And we are a couple hours later because of Jude's poor decision making.
Pulling parts out of an old E46, don't be lazy, just use hand tools to loosen everything. I don't know what I was thinking.
Ta-da! Honestly, fuck with me, dude. I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
So this is wrapped up now. I'm a mess. So now I'm gonna pull the gas pedal out of the car, and then we're gonna jump back to my house and we're gonna weld this diff up, and then we're gonna throw it in Jude's car. Gonna have to do the same process all over again, and then we're gonna see how cool we are.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go out and have a fun time. Do some pre-diff swap testing to say. We're gonna be pre-diff swap testing. We're gonna see what's going down. We're gonna see what's going downtown. And we're gonna pray that Jude doesn't crash his car tonight.
That works. Yeah.
Works for me. We're on the road, ladies and gentlemen. We're pulling out of the neighborhood. God damn, Jude, this thing's a cold engine. I hope you guys can see okay, because we're filming this part of the video at night. I don't know if the camera's focusing right now, because it's like really dark. Fuck, it wasn't focusing. God. Jude, are you just not concerned that there's smoke coming out of your hood right now?
No, I couldn't be less concerned about it. Literally, I could not be less concerned about it.
The next day.
Today's the next day later. It's light out, so hopefully you guys, or now you guys will be able to see us, but we are heading over to Jude's shop, the shop that Jude works at, so we can weld this diff. We were gonna weld it back at my garage, but I don't have any CO2 with argon in it, so we would have to TIG weld it, and we really don't feel like TIG welding the diff right now. We're just gonna run over to his shop, weld this thing up, and stop and get some coffee along the way.
I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
Woo! Rocket launch! Rocket launch!
That's right.
Rocket launch!
Rocket launch!
Such a good video.
We are sitting in 5th gear, and we're at like what, 2,600 RPMs?
Around that, we're going 70.
We're going 70 right now at 2,600 RPMs. When we put the shorter ratio diff in, we're gonna see like in what gears at like what RPMs we're at like different speeds to see how much the speeds actually change. Woo! Rocket launch! Rocket launch! Let's go! Guys, I just want to say we're in like one of the nicest parts of a Pittsburgh suburb right now. In Jude's drift car. Like people are walking down the streets, getting their Sunday coffee. You know, everyone's having a good time, and here we are, tearing up the streets right now. Like those people are just on their Sunday walk, and we're here. Being just the shittiest people you can imagine. We're getting so many nasty looks right now. Guys, we are in Jude's shop, and Jude's taking the cover off. There's diff oil in it, so we're gonna whip this cover off, and then we're gonna drain all of the fluid, fill it with brake clean, and then set this thing on fire so it's all clean inside for us to weld. And then we're gonna weld it up, put it back on, and then drop this thing in the car. We got Jude's diff. We're gonna light it on fire. We're in the middle of the shop because there's gonna be a bunch of fire coming out of this. Now, like light your match and then spray it in. We're gonna be welding the diff right now. Me and Jude decided we aren't gonna plate it. So normally when you're welding a diff, that space right in there, you make a metal plate and you fill it up, and then you weld that plate in there. But this is literally, like, we're literally putting this diff in just to pretty much like make this video and for testing purposes only, because Jude has a full E46 M3 rear subframe that's going in this car very soon. So he has an actual LSD that he's gonna be using. So we honestly don't care if this diff snaps. Or like, we honestly don't care if the welds break in a little bit.
We're also not gonna break. Like, you're gonna be fine.
Who cares, because we're gonna be dropping the M3 diff in. On these videos, it's normally me welding, but we're gonna switch it up and it's gonna be Jude. Going crazy with that MIG. We're gonna lay some beads down on that diff, Jude?
Probably not gonna be beads, but we're gonna lay something down.
Let me down some welds, Jude. Let me down some welds, baby. How are we looking, Jude?
Diff's welded.
Diff is welded. How long is it gonna last though?
Well, we need it for one video. So.
Yeah, we need it for one video. So the diff is welded. Unfortunately, Jude forgot the bolts to mount the diff up, so we have to go back to my garage and mount the diff on the floor in my garage, even though Jude's car is on the lift here. Smart Jude.
I mean, we could still do it here.
We're back in my garage. We have Jude's car jacked up. We're gonna go ahead and whip this diff out. RQ, RQ. Charged up. Battery's all falling out. Didn't you just get collarbone surgery?
Yep, right. Look at her.
We have to swap the input flanges, but what I'm doing, there's this like locking ring in here. This thing's being a bitch. It doesn't want to come out. I'm just going around with a screwdriver, then I'll pry this up. And then we're gonna whip these out and then put the new ones on. And I know when you're putting them on, you're supposed to go through like this special torquing sequence with them to set like the gear lash and everything. We aren't gonna do that. We're just gonna send it on because this diff isn't gonna be in this car for that long, because pretty soon, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, we're gonna throw an M3 subframe in Jude's car. And that has an M3 LSD and everything. So we don't care about this diff. Just like that. There's the old garbage flange out. All right guys, so we have everything swapped over from the diff. The front diff flange is on. And we put the fluid back in. We actually reuse the fluid just because we don't care if this diff blows up, and we aren't gonna put brand new fluid in the diff that we're only gonna use for a week or so. I cleaned up the surface real quick, threw on some black RTV. Jude cleaned this thing up, and then we are going to throw the diff cover back on. Then we're gonna throw this thing back up in the car. Then we're gonna be ready to have some fun. We haven't picked the camera up for a while. We got the diff in, everything's all good. We tightened everything down. Sitting at the edge of my driveway right now. We're gonna go out and see how she slides and see how she drives with the shorter ratio diff in. I'm excited to see. It's not that drastically different of a ratio, but anything's gonna help at this point just because the gearing in these cars are so tall stock.
Yeah, they're really tall stock.
We came to my high school that I used to go to school at just a couple months ago. We're in Jude's car and we're gonna slide around. We're gonna get some footage of Jude sliding this hog around, baby.
Gonna try.
We can't do it for long because the cops are gonna be called on us in 2 seconds.
We got a good 45 seconds.
Yeah, we got a good 45 seconds, so let's get out. Something might be wrong. I think something's wrong. Is something wrong?
It almost like, I don't know, like when it comes back to center, the wheel will be like this, and then it'll come back to center.
But does it feel like snappier?
It definitely feels snappier. I definitely still have like 245s on the rear though, so.
Oh yeah, fact, you do have a wide tire on the rear.
Yeah, and a really grippy one.
Well, we should probably do it fast and get out of here.
Yeah. You wanna get in, or?
No. Oh shit, it just shot a flame! I hope I got that on footage. This thing spits mad flames.
It's really.
Alright, let's dip, ladies. We couldn't be there long. We couldn't do a lot of testing, but like it feels, just in the passenger seat, the gears like, cause you know, I like know how these gears are in these cars. The gears feel shorter. I was in the middle of editing the video and I just realized I forgot to close out the clip. I just wanted to jump in and say a couple things when I'm closing out the clip. So definitely the shorter ratio in the diff made a big improvement in the car. Jude said so much easier to like start the slide because he has just so much more torque at the wheels. It used to be like 50 miles an hour in like third gear, like 3,000 RPMs is now 40 miles an hour. So the gears are definitely a lot shorter. Not a lot, but enough to make a difference in the car. If you guys are here till the end of the video, comment something like I love to drift or like E46s, yay, or whatever. Just comment down below. Let me know that you guys have stayed to the end of the videos. And if you have, I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys should be subscribed. Like, you should be subscribed. And if you aren't, shame on you. If you're staying to the end of this video and you aren't subscribed, shame on you. Smash that like button, guys. Boost the algorithm. Drop a comment down below. Boost the algorithm. If you guys want me to keep on making these videos, we got to get that algorithm cranking up. There's so much more content to come. I just like this type of video got me excited for the summer because we're going to have so much more driving content, especially with the S54 E30. Like, I have a couple ideas. Once we get this car actually running, we're gonna do like videos like upgrading the brakes and doing a before and after versus the stock brakes and upgraded brakes and like a bunch of like before and after mods. And then especially when I get an M3, I still haven't decided if I want to get an E92 or an F80. Right now I'm kind of leaning more towards an F80 just because I have an S54 E30 already, but then again, I do miss my E92 M3. But also, I can buy an F80 and I can always sell it and buy another E92. That being said, guys, I'm gonna end the video out here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.
If I could take you up in paradise, if you would tell me I'm the only one that you